Brothers, welcome back to Territorial.io. We're starting off today here in a free-for-all in Caucasian. Now there are 18 players in here, so it is going to be a little bit of an interesting match as everyone is going to get very big very fast. There's not a lot of room for error, so let's see what we can do here. I'm liking our spot. Everyone's kind of sticking away from it, and so I think we will not have the most issue taking over this initial spot, but it'll be about how do we navigate the rest of the board, because there's guaranteed in these games to have, like 3 very large people at the end, and it's all about, who's going to play the politics game a little bit better than everybody else and to win the game. So with that being said, we didn't have anybody come at us in the last second. Nobody like last minute spawn near us, so we still have a tremendous spot that we're going to take advantage of. And here comes our infinite growth, so we're going to try and get super big, see how much of this land we can take, and then go bot hunting very fast. I am a little bit worried about Australia over there in the west. He is definitely going to be a bit of a nuisance to us. I just, there's no way that we're not going to be enemies with each other. I'm going to try and cut him off. I don't think that's too realistic with how few players are in here, but we'll give it a go. We'll just be making sure to attack the bots where we can. Unfortunately, we do hit a bit of a lag spike here, but that is okay, as now we are back just with more troops. That's the bright side of it. So we're going to look at it at that front, and there's a lot of bots who are very big with very little troops. So let's go start pushing into those, see what kind of damage we can do, and see what the greater landscape is going to look like. Now we do have Germany to our east. Australia does want a truce. I'm going to sit on that one for a minute. Let me just get these bots. I'm not honestly that much concerned with being his friend right away, as we do have the crown, and we have a similar amount of troops, if not more. If we stopped all of our attacks, we would have more than him, so I'm not the most concerned with him. I'd much rather focus in on pushing down these bots, and we'll come back to him with that truce should that be advantageous, as we have another Germany to our south and Mexico. A lot of geography themed teams over here. So Germany stopped that attack over there. That's so interesting. I'm not sure if he wanted me to have borders with Mexico or not. I do not really want to push further south and push my luck. I'm feeling very cautious about kind of where to go next, especially with Mexico. Let's go ahead and get those truces out, see what we can do. We do have the crown, so we know we're gonna have to be a target on our back, or we did lose it, but still we're the biggest guy over here. People might want to take us down, so we're gonna build up our troops and come back when we have them and make some moves. Okay, we are back. We are pushing into Germany below us. Australia gave us the thumbs up saying he wants to attack. Germany is giving us the truce. Australia is attacking. That is very good. I just want to keep an eye on the other Germany and Mexico to make sure there's no funny business happening over there. Australia is giving me the heart. Now, I will say I will give the heart back. People have been using the heart against me. I'm not sure. Oh, and Germany full sends. Oh, let's grab all of that land. But like I was saying, people have been using the heart against me. I'm not sure if they're watching my videos and recognize that when someone gives me a heart, I just like full trust them. Like, no doubt. Like, we're going to be best friends forever. And it's been biting me in the butt a little bit. But we'll grab the rest of the land down here. We are in a tremendous spot. I cannot believe we are not in first place after all that land. Australia breaks the truce. Wow. Okay. Well, let's take him out now. I do not want to deal with this. I don't want to give him time. I'm not sure if he had tried to involve Germany or Mexico in this, but he's given the crying emoji. Like, that might have been a mistake, but honestly, this was going to come to blows regardless, and now seems as good as time as any to start taking him down. So he's giving us attacks. I'm being very cautious here because Mexico has 8 million troops and could very easily come into us. I'm very scared of what Mexico could do. So we'll just keep pushing into Australia here. Australia full sends us. That is great news, and we'll just grab the rest of this land and go back on the saving train, as we're going to need to catch up with Mexico before we can do any more damage. So we will take a little break, come back when we have all of our troops. Okay, we are back. A little bit of developments in the world. Mexico has eliminated the tan player. I tried giving him a truce a couple of times. He is not into it. So now I'm kind of in this weird world of Apex is much bigger than us. He does have the crown. The only person he could attack besides us is Kanye West. So what I'm kind of waiting to see is who is he going to attack. Maybe I dogpile with him on that one person just to get over there, and then we can do some damage on him with Kanye and either Mexico or Germany, whoever he does not attack. But Kanye is going pretty heavily in on him with his troops. I think he's kind of, everyone's telling me to get involved. It's just not a smart play for me. The boat would not work. He would just kick me off immediately, and then I'd just be, sitting over there with my thumb up. So there's not a lot I can do in this situation. I just have to be patient to see what he is going to do next. Whatever move. Okay, so he's going after Germany. I actually like going after Germany more than going after Mexico. Although kind of it would be nice to get Mexico, as Mexico never gave me the truce and does have a lot of troops. So like we were talking about earlier, that politics game is something I'm very concerned about in the end. Is okay, so if we take out Germany and we take out Apex, realistically, there's probably still going to be Kanye and or Mexico. So it's about how can we game that. This is going to be a really, Germany, full sense. But this is going to be a really hard one for us to necessarily game because we're not going to get most of Apex's land. There's no chance of that happening. We are stuck with bad borders on him. So there's not going to be a great chance. Let's try and get another truce with Mexico. Finally, he accepts. That is really good news for us. And Kanye is telling me to attack. I'd love to. I honestly don't have borders with him, so I'm going to give him a truce and see if Apex is going to give a couple more attacks into Kanye, and then I can get borders in on him. But as we kind of wait for that, you can notice that Apex is building up his troops. I don't think anybody realizes, but I have the crown. As they're still very gung-ho on taking down Apex, which is perfectly fine by me. I'm having the time of my life over here, just kind of biding my time, waiting for the right moment. Now, Apex is offering me a truce. You know, let's just go ahead and accept that just to see if he'll attack Kanye one more time so I can get borders on him. Otherwise, I might have to go into Kanye to get borders with him, and hopefully, okay, so he is attacking Kanye. That's really good. So here comes our time to shine. We just need a little baby border with Apex, and then we can start the attack. And it's just taking forever. I'm telling Kanye, okay, so now he's boating. He's very aware that I am not attacking Kanye. So I'm gonna give Kanye a little heart. Hopefully he understands why I'm doing this attack. I need to get borders with him. I'm gonna try and give that truce back with him, and now I can start attacking with some better borders. So he does give the truce. I'm hoping he understands the reasoning behind that was so I could get better borders with Apex, so that if I did get initially kicked off like right here, I'd be able to come right back, no problem. So, but we do not, and Mexico is now charging with us. So we are going to be very, very cautious about doing these charges. I am very concerned with number one, getting full sent. Apex would immediately knock us off of our land. Number two, I'm very concerned with what Kanye and Mexico are going to do after we take out Apex, and if they're going to want to be friendlies or not. I do not trust either of them like at all, especially Kanye, because I did attack him. I'm not sure if he didn't give me like a heart back, so you know how it is. Can't trust someone who doesn't heart you. And then Mexico is also one I don't trust a lot, mostly because when I initially tried to give him a truce, he didn't want it. So I'm very concerned that maybe him and Kanye built up a little bit of a bond. Oh, Apex full sends right as we were doing our attack. This is really good for us as we get a ton of land over here. And you know what? I'm just going to take out the risk of the politics and take out Mexico. We are not going to win this on pixels alone. We are super weak. So we're doing some big attacks to try and get a little bit more pixels to maintain the crown. But as you can see, like these guys are, their pixel count is much bigger than us. So Mexico is Kanye is telling us to get involved in Mexico. Maybe he'll help out with that. I'm definitely down to keep attacking Mexico as we still manage to maintain the crown. And we didn't get attacked after our big attacks we did to, really short Mexico, make sure that he stayed on the weaker side of things. So let's continue the attack, hoping that Kanye is going to join in. I have a sneaking suspicion he is not, and wouldn't you know it? Oh, brother. Tell you what, you attack me, I'm going to boom you. We'll see if that slows him down a little bit. It does not. It does not. He gives the devil face. Okay. That's the way we're going to play this. That's fine. Let's give a clap to Mexico, and we'll just go in on Kanye. I'm just kind of at this point of like, if Mexico takes me out, Mexico takes me out, but I'm not going to sit here and let Kanye West defeat me. So, especially after I trusted him. So let's keep hitting him down like this. He's trying to play this mastermind. We're just going to completely ignore Mexico. By the way, this is exactly the opposite of what you should do. You should definitely attack the stronger of the two, but I am upset. Kanye full sends us. Oh, you fool. You've handed us the victory. Oh, especially because Mexico hasn't realized it right away. What is Mexico doing? Wow. We won that. I'm in complete shock that we won that. I was really thinking that I gave the claps to Mexico being like, good job, buddy. You won the game. And we win. We won that because Kanye got a little bit too impatient and Mexico's throwing up the white flag. Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's just a matter of time. So we'll see how long this lasts. If he's just not going to full send us, this might take a hot minute to get this one done, as he still has 31 million troops or 27 million troops. He's throwing some attacks into us, but they're not quite big. Hopefully by us keeping up the attack, it will just kind of annoy him to the point where he will off. There we go. Full send us. Now I do want to say, yeah, he could have been a bro. We definitely took, you know, the preemptive strike, but GG's to all involved. I just wanted to secure the win, but that was a great game. So on to the next one. All right, next map up is going to be the snow. There are 17 people on this one, so we're going to plop down our marker early, see if we can get a nice little spot and scare off some would-be suitors for the same spot. And we do have some people kind of starting close to us. The northern region is very wide open. I'm kind of considering moving up. A lot of people decided to move up there as well. So that is okay. That makes our spot even better because the people who moved up there were both neighbors of ours. So we're going to be a really good spot to hopefully get an early and easy victory here. So with the snow, this is a map you want to go bot hunting a little bit faster than other maps, especially when you have an opportunity like us where there's nobody around you. So that is our plan. We get an early crown, which is kind of concerning, or not concerning, but just a little bit. I question what's going on with everybody else because generally we don't have the crown until about this point. Now we maintain the crown. So maybe people being a little bit more conservative with their troops, but we are not going to be, as we're going to spend a lot of troops trying to get all of this land very quickly and then go into the bots. Well, as we do have about 20,000 troops, that's exactly where we want to be in terms of troop size. And we'll start the attacks over here and just kind of keep looking for some weak bots. We do have ground. You're missing a D. Wait, is he missing a D? Hold on. I'll look it up later. But ground dog over there is to our west. So we're going to just kind of keep not worrying about him and just pushing into the bots. We do have a similar amount of troops as him. We have Zerp over to our east. Zerp is very weak. We're going to keep an eye on that. That might be worth exploring after this bot phase if he's continuously using all of his troops. Like, look at his attacks. He's using like 20,000 to go into a single bot. That's crazy, but we have a lot of bots to push through ourselves. So let's keep doing that. As we do have the crown, we are putting ourselves into a little bit vulnerable of a situation by continuing to go up north, but I feel pretty confident that we're going to be able to build up the troops fast enough to justify this rapid expansion. So we'll give attack equals full send, a truce, and then Zerp. Zerp is spending a lot of troops. Look at his numbers. They're going from 100,000 down to 50. I think we're going to go into this. Yeah, he went straight down to 20,000. So let's just give another attack in. He's spending so many troops going into a bot. He must be doing a challenge of some kind. So we're going to just keep attacking him. We're going to be zoomed out right now just to make sure that nobody else is doing any funny business. If anybody else is getting full sent on, we want to make sure to be able to capitalize on that. We do not want to get tunnel visioned down here on the easy win. So, and that's exactly why we want to do that. Attack equals full send, believe it or not. And now we are in a tremendous position to win the game as we capture both Zerp's land and attack equals full send. So now we are kind of in the driver's seat here. Now, what are my goals? Well, I'd love to take out everybody in the southern border, and that makes it really easy to get one out the way. But I also want to build up my troops because I know Quebec is right behind me in terms of size. He's got 2 million troops, which is a little bit concerning. So I love to push into coalition ringleader. He's third place, and he doesn't have nearly as many troops. So while he's doing this attack, let's go ahead and attack him in the back. Hopefully we'll get an early full send that we can take advantage of and maybe even push out 911, as this is going to be really good for us, but we're going to need a lot of troops to get this one done. Quebec is gaining. Look how much he's gaining. He's already at 19,000 or 200,000. He's just below us in terms of size. So let's keep pushing through coalition. He finally full sends us. That's really good. 911 does want a truce. I'm honestly thinking about accepting that. Vietnam is super weak, so let's grab all of his land. we need as much of it as possible to keep outpacing Quebec. Quebec came out. Okay, and now Quebec is attacking us, so let's definitely take that truce. And let's push off Quebec. The reason for this is me and him have similar troop size. I want him to have to keep boating over to give me time to build up my troops so that I can then attack him with maximum interest, because the longer we delay, the bigger our advantage is going to be. So Quebec is going to attack me. I'm just going to immediately kick him off. It doesn't matter how many troops I'm wasting on this. No matter what happens, he's going to waste more troops than me on this boat crossing, and I don't have to fear any of my other neighbors. The red neighbor to our north is not strong at all, and 9/11 is not that strong either, although he is getting a little bit strong. So we'll have to see. I mean, if 9/11 attacks, we are going to immediately pivot to attacking him, but right now we just keep off Quebec, making sure that he cannot stay on. He's wasting, again, a ton of troops, and now we are at maximum. So let's go ahead and first off, knock off Spud Monkey, excuse me, from attacking us, and let's go into Quebec. We could have gone into Spud Monkey, but honestly, Quebec would have collapsed on him. That's exactly why. We never would have gotten there in time to get any of the land to make this worthwhile. So these attacks chaining right now are going to be much more worth it, as Quebec is down to 12 million troops. 9/11 has betrayed us. Slightly to be expected, but that is okay. As Quebec full sends. Oh, he realized it was over. So we'll take out Quebec really quickly and then turn our attention to 9/11, but 9/11 saves us the trouble, goes ahead and full sends himself. Oh, what a good game. Well, I was just about to say we'll keep the red player out. But as we wrap things up here, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it this far in the video. If you haven't made it this far in the video, hey, give it a thumbs up. Really helps me out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put out videos every day. But boys, I will see you in the next one.